I've seen him hustle with the stars. I've seen him tussle with the law. I even seen him shake his homie hand after he punched him in the jaw. So why is Ilia Topuria acting like a fraud? I can't believe, sometimes I go live and my chat says stuff, and like yesterday I kept saying, do you hear about Ilia? He's ducking Arman. I'm like, bro, shut up. You guys can't just say someone's ducking because they said he doesn't want to fight him. But I looked at the context and actually looked at what they're talking about. Ilia Topuria is blatantly ducking. And if you're new to my channel, first of all, you guys know I love Ilia, but I get very frustrated. Like, I get angry. I don't know what it is about me on my channel. When I figure out someone's ducking or I see someone's ducking, it really infuriates me. It's especially when it's like a no-brainer who you should fight next, and then you're still trying to gaslight people that the fight makes no sense. But what got me really mad is what Ilia Topuria said about this Arman Tsarukyan situation. Now, if you're new to this and you're like, what are you talking about? I'm going to show you quote for quote what he said, bro. This is what Ilia said. I'm never going to give him a chance. If that's the case, then take my belt. Before we even get into Arman's response, let us sink in what he said. I'm never going to give him a chance, and if they try to make me ever fight Arman Tsarukyan, I'm going to say, yo, brother, take my belt. I'm done. Who the hell do you think you are, Ilia Topuria? With your little cocky, sly smirk, brother. I like you, but you're getting me mad with this one. This one is really like, I don't even know what you're talking about. What do you mean if they make you fight him? Just take my belt, take my belt. First of all, you don't run nothing, ever. You don't run nothing, dude. I know you might think because you're running through people, and I'll give you respect. You are beats on them, Dr. Dre. You are beating them up. But for you to even try to, like, manipulate your boss, Dana, or like the matchmakers, like, if you guys make me fight him, by the way, I'm just vacating the belt. Let's get this straight, buddy. Charles Oliveira never should have fought you in the first place. It was supposed to be Arman Tsarukyan. To the point where people even like, I hope, I wasn't saying this, but people were like, I hope that someone gets hurt so Arman can step in. We know who should have got that. Arman Tsarukyan literally beat Charles Oliveira. And you're fighting for someone who didn't even deserve the interim title fight, and you beat them good. But after that, in my head, I'm like, okay, now you're going to fight Arman. But now he's just turning the tables and being like, nah, man, I'm not going to fight Arman. If you try to make me fight Arman, I'm going to run away. It actually pisses me off. And this is Arman Tsarukyan's response. Imagine calling yourself a champion, but you're already looking for a way out. You can vacate it or I'll take it. Either way, it's mine. That's the peak response because there's nothing else to say. Like, if you're so scared to fight someone that you're willing to vacate, it's disgusting, man. And this is coming from like an Ilya Glazer, man. It is, man. Like, I don't. It's not even, it's just embarrassing. As an Ilia fan, it's embarrassing. I'll be transparent. It's embarrassing. And I remember Ilia fans were the same ones. We're going to talk about the hypocrisy for like the hardcore Ilia fans. Yes, I'm an Ilia fan, but I'm not a delusional Ilia fan. We're going to get into that a little bit later in the video, but it's almost embarrassing when a fighter says something like this, especially when there's a guarantee number one. I haven't seen something this bad since like Alice Purr saying it won't be Ink Alive, or saying he doesn't want to give Ink Alive a chance because he's being rude to him. He's being mean. Yeah, Ink was being too mean, man. So me and the Poetards were not going to give him a shot. And the Poetards like, yeah, man, he's being mean. He has to be nice. I hate it. That shit actually blew my mind. And this is up there with it, bro. This is actually up there with it. Like how stupid Ilia Topuria sounds saying, yeah, if they make me fight him, dude, I'm going to vacate. You sound like a child throwing a tantrum, brother. Like, do you guys know how embarrassing that actually like sounds to me? Yeah, if you make me fight him, I'm not fighting anymore. Either give me who I want or I'm not fighting anymore. You don't call the shots. I miss the 2020 champions, guys. I miss when the Usmans would just fight anyone, whoever the UFC gives them up next. I miss the Izzies. I miss the Vokes champ again. But like when there was an era of champions who would just fight literally who's next and not cry about it. I don't know this new entitled era where they just feel the need that like whatever I say, go, man. Like even when Sugar said I'm gonna fight Cheeto because he deserves it more than Marab. Like no, the fuck he doesn't. Like I just don't like this new age of privileged champions. And I like Topuria, and Topuria is really good. And this fight with Arman could be competitive. Yes, I do think Arman wins. And now even more so now because he's like, oh, if you make me fight him, someone I don't want to fight, I'm going to vacate. Sound like a woman. Sound like a female. Sound like a shorty, bro. You alright, dog? You alright, dude? Man, don't forget you 5'7", bro. If you look at me the wrong way, yo. If I'm walking down the street and a 5'7" Spaniard's like, yo, dude, watch out, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm punching you. I'm fucking sprinting, bro. Yeah, track and field collegiate, boy. Do your research on Kenny, boy. I'm fast, boy. You ain't gonna touch me. I seen you run on the track, too. You slow as fucking a snail, boy. So you ain't gonna catch me after I smack your ass. So don't ever come here like you're an entitled 5'7" Spaniard. Know your height and know your worth, buddy. Anyways, Arman Tsarukyan obviously had a smart, clever, cool reply. Arman's starting to grow on me, man. I love Arman the more I hear. I used to love him. The only time I ever went against Arman was I found out he had to fight against Islam, so I was like glazing Islam a little bit. Wasn't really backing Arman, but that's I have to do that. But this was Arman Tsarukyan's response, which was so just peak and intelligent. Arman, take it. Hit it, Arman, hit it.
Ilia, stop running, Ilia. Stop running, Ilia. Good boy. I'll make it quick, no worries. Good boy.
Hey, Shebal, guys, Shebal. Listen, man. He's cradling the duck. He's petting it. He's caressing it. Stop running, Ilia. Honestly, this is like what Ilia's doing. I don't think he realized that he's making Arman a bigger superstar. You know, people had mixed opinions about Arman, guys. Not everyone was glazing Arman. Everyone was like everyone kind of hated Arman when he kind of ruined the Islam fight. What Ilia's doing right now by avoiding and kind of running from Arman, he's building his superstar status. You know, he's making Arman a lot bigger, and it's making Ilia look worse. Because Ilia, before this fight, chat, I feel like he was looked at as a guy who wants everything. He wanted to fight against Islam. If Islam wasn't going up, he would have got the fight against Islam, you know, all this stuff. He looked like he just wanted the toughest challenge for him and to be great. But now it looks like since he's beaten these guys, he wants to take easier fights now to just continue to solidify that GOAT status. Like I see he wants, like I know him and Paddy keep going back and forth. Like, let's be real. First of all, who deserves it more, Arman or Paddy or Arman? Like, is that a joke? What, beating Michael Chandler, who's coming off a domination loss, by the way, against Charles, is supposed to get you a title? Is it? Or is beating Charles Oliveira supposed to get you a title? Like, which is more impressive? You tell me. Nah, dude, Michael Chandler's the best win of all time, guys. This is what the Cowabunga fans are saying in my comments right now. Yeah, I didn't know, Kenny, dude, because Michael Chandler never lost before that. So that was a really good win for Paddy. You know, Arman obviously deserves it, and the Glazers and the idiots are going to say Paddy deserves it, which just makes you want to, like, physically cause harm to you. I'm sorry. Like, if I'll be real, if you say that, I probably want to hurt you. Not like bad, but like maybe beats on you a little bit, make you apologize verbally, you know, verbally tap, something like that. That's what I want to do to you if you're saying Paddy wants it. And don't take offense to it, just take it personally. All right? Don't take offense, just take it personally. Anyways, my point is, like, even entertaining that idea, it really gets my blood boiling. I couldn't tell you why. It just really gets me mad that we're trying to rush it. And would Ilia chin and absolutely embarrass Paddy? Of course. But I just don't care to see that. I know what's going to happen. This fight gives Ilia a different challenge, which is why Ilia doesn't want it to happen. Ilia understands that he's going to have to go in there with a top-tier grappler, top-tier wrestler, and he doesn't know if he's comfortable enough going against a big, strong guy like Arman Tsarukyan. So what's he doing? He's trying to get easy stylistic fights like Paddy Pimblett, who keeps his chin in the air and chin on the platter so he can chin him and get another first-round finish. I know what Ilia is doing, and is it smart? Sure, for your fighting career, but is it smart for your legacy? No, because you looked at the guy who wants the toughest fights. Now, your first defense, you're scared it's going to be Arman, so you're saying, listen, if you guys make me fight him, I'm vacating, I'm running away. You imbecile, you small person. You're very tiny. I know you're 5'7". You can't lie. And I know you're 5'5" in real life. I know that's just fucking Google trying to lie for you to make you feel better about yourself, boy. Yeah, and I saw you get mad at the Nelk boys, by the way, for saying you found your wife in Miami. Anyways, moving on. Why am I being so critical? Listen, I don't know about Duncan. Duncan just triggers me. I want to talk about this fan base, the duality of these Topuria fans, guys. Let's pull up some images, guys. This is when, first of all, let me give you guys context. This is when he goes up and he says he's going to fight Jack Della Maddalena. And just for quick context, guys, before the fight with Bilal JDM, it was known by everybody, including Ilia, including Islam, including the management, including the UFC, including the fans, that if Bilal loses, then he's going to have to, if Bilal loses, Islam's going to go up to fight 170 and fight JDM. And if Bilal wins, he's going to stay at 155 and fight Ilia. Just for context for the ghosts who like were sleeping during that time or don't remember. And then after Islam confirms he's moving up after that fight, this guy, like, this is a Topuria fan, duck, duck, goose, man, duck, duck, goose. And this is the same Topuria fan who's talking about this now. Look at him. He literally right. Maybe don't pull out a day before a main event and ruin a whole card. Arman will learn consequences come with his actions. Rich boy was spoon-fed his whole life. So I just want to show the duality of like the hardcore Topuria fans. Was I a Topuria fan? And am I still a Topuria fan? Yes. But am I going to be critical because I am like that with everyone? Yes. This is how I am. I'm sorry, brother. But to act like this is not a duck because, yeah, we have to punish Arman for his bad deeds. Like, Arman does not deserve it because he pulled out. So we have to punish him, bro. Sound like an idiot. Whereas this one, he was making fun of Islam because we left, like, he's trying to call Islam a duck for going up when we all knew that was going to happen if Bilal lost. If anything, you're supposed to blame Bilal or blame JDM for winning. You don't blame Islam for telling you guys his plans prior to the fight, then following through with his plans. Doesn't make sense. But you could call this guy a duck for not fighting the number one contender in his weight class who's in the pound for pound ranks. Only 155 in the pound for pound ranks, Arman Tsarukyan. Outside of course, the champion. And on top of that, he's the number one contender at 155. But Topuria is saying, yeah, but I want to punish him. I want to punish him. You don't really want to punish him. Say it how it is. If Ilia was just being transparent, guys, and talking about, like, listen, the truth of the matter is I just don't want to fight him because that's a hard fight stylistically, I'd have a little bit more respect. It's like Arman's in a weird spot where, like, everyone knows he's next, but the champion doesn't want to fight him next. And, like, it's annoying for Arman because he has nothing else to do. Now, I know people are going to be like, but Kenny, you're talking about Paddy. You're talking about Arman. Why not make Arman fight Paddy? Guys, I would love that to happen. There's nothing I want more, actually, than Arman to fight Paddy Pimblett or something for a number one contender spot. But I don't know what Ilia would do at that time being. Like, is he was going to fight Dan Hooker or something? Someone undeserved. But I actually want to show you a clip that just dropped today about Paddy Pimblett and Arman Tsarukyan. Look what Paddy had to say about that situation.
There are other contenders as well. Are you having conversation with the UFC about maybe a Gaethje fight or maybe a Tsarukyan fight?
I'd fight anyone, as you know. I'm not asked.
Keep in mind, he just said I'll fight anyone. As you know, I'm not asked. I can't be asked. Fucking hell.
Just, Arman's a very good fighter, but no one cares about him. You know what I mean? People just look at him and think, yeah, you shit yourself to fight in Islam. You talk a big game, but you don't back it up. But everyone knows Justin Gaethje's a fucking banger.
You guys see what gets me mad, and then you guys say I have, like, anger issues, I'm too passionate. But you guys see what I mean now? Arman is literally in the spot that everybody in their mothers know he is the best at 155 pounds. And since they know he's the best on 155, they will not entertain a fight with him because they know they'll lose. So the champion's saying, well, I don't want to fight him because I just feel like he ruined the Islam main event and I should punish him. And if they try to make me fight him, I'm going to throw a tantrum. I'm going to cross my arms and I'm going to vacate my belt. And then Paddy's saying, Tsarukyan's a good fighter, but I can't be asked. He's kind of boring. Justin Gaethje, on the other hand, that's a banger fight. That's a legend. No, stylistically, you match up well with Justin Gaethje in contrast to Arman Tsarukyan. And I know there's stupid people on the earth who are just imbeciles and they're just disgusting people, and they try to back people like Paddy and Arman. Like, nah, they're right. Like, Justin Gaethje is a banger, dude. That's a banger. We should chase the fights that are easier for us and that aren't hard for us because we're gonna lose if it's hard for us. You guys don't make sense. This is the most embarrassing interview ever because at the end of the day, Ilia and Paddy and every other top contender who's avoiding Arman Tsarukyan knows that it's called high risk, high reward, but I don't believe I'm gonna win, so I'm not gonna get a reward. That's how they see it. They see it as high risk, high reward, but they know they're not going to beat him. Paddy knows damn well he's not beating Arman Tsarukyan. Let's be real. Ilia Topuria knows he's not beating Arman. If Ilia believed he was going to beat Arman, guys, think of it like this, guys. Think and walk with me here. I'm going to hold y'all hands. Walk with me if you're a little bit slow. Walk with me. Say that it was Paddy who pulled out in his last fight or something, and then whatever. And then Paddy's number one contender, keep in mind. And then he's calling out Ilia. Ilia would be like, bring him here. Wait, how does Ilia talk? Trust me, bring him. I'll knock him out in the first round. That's what he would say. But since it's Arman Tsarukyan, a hard stylistic matchup, someone who's too tough for him, someone who's big and strong, someone who's way better than Arman Tsarukyan, way better than Charles Oliveira because he already beat Charles, he wouldn't want to fight him. That's why he's not fighting him. And that's why it's frustrating because even people saying he should just fight Paddy. Paddy doesn't want to fight him either. Arman Tsarukyan is the most avoided, the most scary fighter in the world right now, and it's unfortunate. People are running away from Arman. He can't get a title fight and he can't get a number one contender fight because everyone's scared to fight him. This is disgusting work from both parties, and it really frustrates me. I gotta be transparent. That's why I feel like I'm angry this whole video, and you guys are gonna say I'm just too passionate, man. Don't do this. Don't even try to say things to get me mad on purpose. The point of this that we all know, and when you look at me in my eyes right now, I know you know too. As an Ilia fan, as a Paddy fan, I know you know, and I know you're mad that we both know the truth, and you don't want to admit it. Arman Tsarukyan is the most avoided champion because people know they're not going to beat him. He's the uncrowned champion. I'm gonna say he's a champion. Yeah, I think Arman Tsarukyan is the 155 champion, and you can't prove me wrong. He beat Charles Oliveira, and Ilia beats Charles Oliveira. Was it in more impressive fashion? Of course, sure. So running with Arman. If they make me run with Arman, I'm going to fake it. Trust me. I'm going to fake it. I'm the best. You're the best, but you're scared to fight people who are hard stylistic fights for you. Huh? And I know people can be like, if he was scared to fight them, why was he fight Islam? Guys, because Islam had the belt, and because Islam had the belt, he was really just chasing the belt, and he wanted the Islam fight because it would do loads for his legacy. And if he would have lost to Islam for the 155 belt, well, I went up weight the first time. He had all those excuses. He had backup plans for that if it goes left. For Arman Tsarukyan, he's the champion now, and he knows that, okay, now that I'm champion, let me scope out some easier challenges. Let me scope out some easy fight stylistically. Let me go for like patties or think of patties. I don't want to fight Arman's. Arman's going to beat me. Why would I fight someone who's a hard stylistic fight when I already have the belt? You're only willing to take risk if a belt's on the line. You're not willing to take a risk if you're the one defending because you know deep down that the pressure's on you. You know deep down that Arman Tsarukyan's a hard fight. You know deep down that Arman Tsarukyan's going to get it done against you. That's what you're scared of. Tell the truth. Tell your fans why you're fearful. Don't try to gaslight them that you are really mad and passionate about him avoiding the Islam fight. You did not care that he avoided the Islam fight. You did not lose sleep over him avoiding the Islam fight because he pulled out because of injury. That affected you in no way, shape, or form, but you're going to gaslight us like it kept you up at night. Dude, when he missed that fight, I was up at night. Trust me. I was up all night. I couldn't sleep. I was scared. I was upset. You didn't give a damn. You didn't care. And you still don't care right now, but you're going to act like you care to make the idiotic fans that support you back you. Like your stupid fans that are going over in this video. The guy say, he's not ducking, guys. He's just right. Why he shouldn't have pulled out. That Ilia cares so much about that. That really upset Ilia. Ilia lost sleep over that, man. Why would he give him a title fight? He's going to give Paddy it because Paddy beat Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler's riding crazy momentum. If you beat Michael Chandler, you deserve it. You imbecile, you idiot, you ignorant buffoon animal. You ignorant buffoon animal. I'm actually upset about this. I don't know why it gets me mad. I just think what's getting me mad is that I know there's always fans that back this. Because I remember when Alex Pereira was doing against Ankalaev, there was fans doing the same thing and just continuously backing it. I will never back a duck. And I'm like this with everyone. You could do your track work and homework on me. I'm like this with any champion duck. I do not like it. I'm not a fan of when you claim to be the best in the world and the best in your division, but you're avoiding the hardest challengers who also happen to be the number one contender. If Arman wasn't number one contender, if Arman wasn't the only 155er in the pound for pound list outside of champions, if Arman wasn't that guy right now, I wouldn't give a shit. If Arman was number 5 ranked and it still should have been Arman, I would be like, okay, well, I see Ilia's point of view because Paddy's higher, or this guy's higher, or this, that, and the third. There's none of that. Arman's the best, and Arman's the number one contender, and Arman's supposed to be next. And we all had it in our heads that the winner of this fight was going to likely go against Arman Tsarukyan because what? Arman was the backup for that fight. When you are a backup for a fight, it tends to equate to the fact that you are next up. Just like when Amava was a backup in the fight with DDP, Hamza, before he stopped being a backup, it implies that if you're the backup, you're next up. So we can't try to gaslight each other like we don't know the truth. Justin Gaethje was not the backup to that fight. Justin Gaethje got slept by a 155er Max Holloway, who's definitely even more ahead and more clear of him for a title shot. Heard Justin Gaethje say something like, if he doesn't get the title shot, he's going to retire. Good night, goodbye, because Max Holloway beats you every time, so you'll never be ahead of Max for a title shot. Understand that. At the end of the day, the truth of the matter is Ilia Topuria has already beaten people with the likes of Max Holloway, who just beat Justin Poirier. Justin Gaethje wants a title fight, but he has done nothing to prove it. Paddy Pimblett wants a title fight, but I'm sorry, beating Michael Chandler on his great win streak is not going to get you shit because he wasn't on a win streak. He was one of the shittest first people in the promotion. That's not going to get you shit. The truth of the matter is the guy with the longest unbeaten streak, who's a contender, who's actually going against good competition, is Arman Tsarukyan, whose last win is the same as your last win. Stop being a chicken. Stop being scared and run the fade. If you don't run the fade, brother, I'm going to go to Spain, brother, and dale. You don't want to see me in Spain, brother, because when I get that licking in me, brother, shingarunga, shingarunga. But let me know what you guys think. I'm going to end this video before I keep going off and start rapping. Don't make me rapping. I'm capping. I'm stopping. All right, guys. That's it for me. That's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this. I had to get some frustration out and vent. I hope you guys were ready for that, and have a good one. God bless. 2, 3, 4.